We have team coverage for you on the storm that's still packing a punch for the area. Our CBS 2 weather team, Lonnie, Quinn, and Vanessa Murdock, have been tracking Henri all week.
And our crews have been braving the rain, covering the damage in the tri-state area. Let's begin tonight with Lonnie. Lonnie, what's the latest?
Well, the latest is we knew that this was going to be a storm that was going to be moving right into our area. It ended up missing a landfall for us by about 15 miles. It went just to the east of Montauk. We currently have a tropical depression. Henri has 30-mile-per-hour winds. It's right now 25 miles to the west-northwest of Hartford, Connecticut. So where does it go from here? Look at this. This is really interesting. It's going to push off to the west-northwest, maybe clip Dutchess County, then do a hard U-turn and go out to sea. Why would it do something like that? Well, the storm is being pulled to the west by this low-pressure system. Offshore, there's a high pushing it to the west. So the storm never really had an escape route into the ocean. So it is being pushed northwest right now. But eventually, the jet stream is going to pick it up. And when that happens, then it really starts to fly. That's been the other problem with this storm. It's just crawling through our area. 7 miles per hour, 6 miles, 8 miles per hour. Not a real fast forward progression. But if you look at those white dashed lines on this graphic, that shows how far it travels in 24 hours. Look how slow it's moving. All right, by the time it gets about, say, 8 o'clock tomorrow night, then it really starts to fly, and that will get it out of here for sure. So we get through tomorrow with an unsettled day, still a chance for some rain, and the rain totals have been, these rain totals have been really big, much bigger than we actually anticipated. The storm surge didn't really materialize, the big winds didn't materialize, but it was the rain. And we had some record setters out there. Vanessa, why don't you talk to us more about that?
We had epic rainfall. What we're going to show you right now are just totals from the city. Brooklyn picking up the biggest number, just over 8 inches. Central Park, just over 7 inches. In Lake Success, about 6.5. Fordham, 4.5. And on Staten Island, about 4 inches of rain. We're going to show you some even bigger numbers from the Garden State in just a bit. But first, we want to show you what's happening at this moment in time. We are still getting dumped on, but the big news is that much of the heaviest rainfall now over eastern Pennsylvania. Yes, we're still getting some steady action through portions of Sullivan, Orange County, through northwestern Jersey, but the heavy, persistent rainfall has shifted to the west. As we zoom on in a little bit more, you can see where we've got still some more moderate rainfall for northwestern New Jersey. You're still picking up totals. You're still under a flash flood warning for much of northern Jersey through Westchester as well as Rockland into Orange. Even still, northern Manhattan into the Bronx under flash flood warning until roughly midnight. So what can you expect overnight? We still have some heavy bouts of rain possible. Yeah, and we could certainly see more flooding affecting the region. But right now we have that flash flood warning in effect for North Jersey. Trees can still topple. We've seen a little bit of that. We don't expect it to be a widespread problem, but a little gust could cause some challenges out there. And bans, as Lonnie mentioned, return on Monday. So overnight, what can you expect? 72 degrees, tropical downpours, steadiest, heaviest rainfall north and west tonight. Tomorrow, as the system does exit slowly, right, because we have a long haul, then we do expect some wraparound action, which will cover more of the region. But tonight, it's still north and west.
Storm, you said making a U-turn. That's so unusual, right?
Because it keeps it in our area longer. Yeah, the storm is weakening, but it's sitting out there, and it's been with us for so long, and that circuitous route it's taking is just keeping here longer. Earlier today, I was talking with the director of the National Hurricane Center. I asked him, hey, would you rather have a fast-moving hurricane come in and out of your area in, say, 2-3 hours, or a tropical storm that lingers for 24 hours? And he said, very quickly, he said, nope, I'll take the fast-moving hurricane.
Yeah, what do you say we get it over with?
Vanessa, really quick, what does high tide mean tonight?
Okay, so high tide is actually wrapping up for many of us by midnight, and surge is no longer a major concern. That's not to say some areas are not experiencing some minor coastal flooding right now, but that is no longer a big concern as we move forward with the system.
Okay, thanks, you guys. We will talk to you shortly.